Welcome to the Pat Mayo Experience presented by Underdog. Today, part one of the best of football season version of me, Geoff, and Cust. Now, if you're looking for tickets to the very live show that we are doing, Cust Corner Live, June 7th in Toronto, well, today is your lucky day. Hit the description. The link to purchase tickets is down there right now. Tickets are going fast, so I recommend that you go do it right now, all right? On with the show.
Enter the Pat Mayo Experience.
Pat Mayo Experience. Pat Mayo Experience. Pat Mayo Experience. Experience.
I don't feel doom, but I'm not very excited either. So we'll see where it takes us.
Well, we got Paul and Jared behind the camera. We got the coin in studio, but unfortunately, this is going to be his last appearance on the show because I hear he has taken over full-time co-hosting duty with the new podcast by the Hawk 2 girl. It is Tim Andercust.
Tim Andercust.
That's not my name. I don't even know what you're referring to.
I mean, no one gives it more of a Hawk 2 than you, don't you?
I don't even want to look that up.
How
You
did
don't
you
know what that
How
is?
did you miss that? That was like the thing of the summer for like 3 days.
I don't even, I'm afraid to even.
You call yourself the maven of pop culture.
Oh my God. Oh, that's vile.
You don't think that's in the
This
range of
is
outcomes? You don't.
my-
You don't think at all that
Well,
Roger shows up and he is fucking dust.
Well,
Washed
sure.
is
I mean,
in the range of outcomes, Tim. I'm
Sure,
not saying
I'm
it's
sure
the
it's in the
favorite.
range. It's in the tails of the curve. Sure, okay, I get that. But doesn't it feel like it's my year?
No.
Doesn't it feel different? Doesn't
No.
the air smell different? Don't things seem to be different?
No.
The Irish are amazing. The Jets are amazing. Like, I've got a new strategy for Monopoly. I got a feeling 2024 is going to be my year. This fall is going to be, they talk on Seinfeld about the summer of George. This is the autumn of Tim. And you hear it here first.
Geoff, I think we found the winner of the 8th annual Custy Awards most reverse cursed. It's going to be Tim. or statement factually untrue. That one.
Oh my God. I think the Jets win this game. I think we come on this show next week and we are helping Tim, or we'll be finding out Tim has been practicing his bead throwing motion. You know, how do you throw beads? As King Tim is on his balcony in New Orleans with his beads, just tossing them out all around town. I cannot wait. We'll be talking hotel reservations, beads, the whole 9 yards. And if it goes to shit, well, I'll enjoy it and I'll giggle my ass off on Tuesdays. But I'm losing money on the Jets on Monday, I promise.
You think I'm afraid of Christian McCaffrey? You think I'm afraid of Brandon Ayuk? You think I'm afraid of George Kittle? Not against this defense. Not afraid of them. I respect them, but I'm not afraid of them.
Cust did give himself a 1% chance of living to the age of 117, which is the most laughable thing I've ever heard.
No. The oldest person in the world passed away like 2 weeks ago at 117. And I said, I don't think my odds are great, but you give me 1 in 100 shot to get there, and I think I could do it.
Yeah, the preservatives from the cake in the freezer for 4 months will do it to you.
Yeah, or aspartame. If aspartame can help, that would be great.
I mean, even with the what medical science will be in 40 years from now to extend our lives, how many people in the world do you think have lived to the age of 117 ever?
Like legit, it probably can't be more than like 10 or 12.
But you have a 1% chance of getting there.
I do. That's what I guess what I gave myself was a 1% chance. Yes,
Tim,
absolutely.
What would you pay for like a rack of like hot cups? And by hot cups, I mean like an employee stole like a.
No, nothing. I would not participate in that.
What if they had guaranteed winners in it though?
I'm sorry. Then
you could get yourself a Dodge Viper, Tim.
That would be
you'd be the coolest 73-year-old around.
No, I wouldn't get the genuine credit that I would deserve for winning because I would know deep down I didn't really win it. I played the system, and I wouldn't consider that. I didn't put all this effort into it to take a shortcut.
Did anyone watch?
It's deranged to think a McDonald's game win is like in your future or due or like serendipitously coming your way?
I am due. Few people care about this as much as I do.
But that doesn't mean anything.
Well, it doesn't mean anything to you, but believe it or not, you're not the king of all things to decide what does and doesn't matter.
Yeah, but I think what Geoff is getting to is that you caring about it affects it in no way whatsoever.
I just want it more. Okay, I just want it more.
So you're not. So what you're saying that Jeff's not trying to win when he pulls the sticker, and that's affecting his odds. That's what you're saying.
No, but Jeff's not going as often as he could go if he was really into win.
I mean, nothing's too difficult around here.
No,
but
like
I mean, if
beginner.
you added in like winter and like slippery, yeah, like if we tried to like do it in the winter, yeah, I'm sure we could find something within 20 minutes from here that he would absolutely fail on.
Not everything's for everyone.
Those Sherpas would be licking their chops seeing Tim. They'd be like, well, if an avalanche comes, like, we're going to be well fed.
Not everything's for...
Cust is going to get alived on Mount Everest?
Yeah. That was a plane crash in the Andes.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, Tim. You and your network TV.
You don't think that new and that lock looks good. You saw the video. You sent it to me. You're telling me that with Kathy Bates, who is a legitimate Hollywood star, isn't going to like knock it out of the park on that show?
Oh my God. A network procedural? Like, that's like, we're done. We're done.
Do you know how many people watch NCIS every week?
Yeah, like,
you know how many people watch
we did it.
Law and Order every week?
We looked up the ratings for NCIS. It was like 8 million people.
That's a lot of people.
It's really not, considering that show would have got 5 times as many viewers 15 years ago.
And they think they're gonna win people over with like woke Baywatch or whatever they're putting out. I saw a commercial for.
What about the Captain Boat? I'll watch that.
Dr.
That
Boat.
looks-
It's Dr.
Dr.
Boat.
Boat.
Tim. Dr. Boat. Oh, maybe the boat is
I
the
saw
real
that,
doctor.
and that almost looked like it's when I first saw it. It almost had like something like mysterious is going to happen, like Lost, but it's just like normal boat stuff.
Bleh.
No, I want to go back to the truck driver thing, because I have a few questions, Tim. Because these are long hauls that you're doing. You can't just be stopping all the time. Like, where are you going to pee? You got to pee in a bottle.
I'm not going to do that.
Well, then how are you going to make your delivery on time?
Well, I'm not then.
Well, that doesn't sound like you're very good at this, does it?
I just thought it would be fun to drive the big rig. Honestly, I had this image of myself in the front of the cab, wearing one of those hats, driving down the highway, honking the horn, driving around. I don't know. I like the idea of it.
If you tried to honk the horn of an 18-wheeler, you would pull the thing, and then you would scare yourself with how loud it was.
I don't know about that if I knew it was coming.
So you like want to go to like an interstate like shower house?
Yeah.
You have to clean yourself after
truck stop showers. You have to be all over. Where else are you going to shower?
I'm sure I would just shower at the hotel I'm going to stay at.
What
Are you looking
hotel?
forward
You
to,
sleep
like-
in the fucking truck.
You sleep in the car on in a truck stop, and you might bond with other truck drivers, or
you find a
real
lot.
shady
Or, I mean, do you know what a lot lizard is, Tim?
I have no idea.
They're the hookers at fucking truck stops.
you're not ready for this game if you don't know what a
Yeah.
lot lizard is, Tim.
I just want to drive
You're,
around the highway.
you're out of your element, Tim, when it comes to truck driving.
You ever hike? Like, I'm not even trying to be rude. Like, do you
A
go
couple
on
of times
hikes?
I've gone on hikes. It's been a little bit.
So now
I don't particularly enjoy it. If I'm being perfectly honest with you.
but you want to go to base camp.
I just think it would be cool to be able to say that I got to Everest Base Camp.
Why don't you just like Google Maps it and
I
then
have.
say that and then just say you did it?
I have. I've seen the videos of people on top of Everest, and it's like, that would be really cool, but it would be... Anyway.
Why don't you start with like a canoe trip in Ontario or something?
I don't like canoes. I fall out of them. I used to be a member of a paddling club, and I kept falling out of the canoe and the kayak every time. My balance is not good. They gave me one year, the untippable kayak. Well, it's not untippable when I get in it, because I tip that thing over immediately.
Is that why you won't tip anyone?
No, I'm not great with my balance on the water in watercraft.
Well, like, what if Paul was like in the stern position, just leading the way?
No, I would just get no. We would that canoe would tip over as soon as we. Anyway, it just would.
Imagine if Paul was riding the canoe for Tim, or I guess it wouldn't be a kayak unless it was a 2-man kayak, and then like Tim saw a fish in the water or something and like yee and like freaked out.
Yeah, I'd pull up my oar and I would just like want to go back to shore, please.
I think the Chargers won the game and oh, well, I can't believe he says we. He's one of those guys that say we. Yeah, I say we. I say we. I'm 40 years old. I've been a fan for like 34 years. Is there a guy on the team who's been on there for 34 years? I don't care. It's like, I don't care. That doesn't bother me. One bit. We can lose this game.
I guess you just put Taylor Swift in a headline and just like, that's click. So you say whatever you want to say. She looks great, by the way.
Okay. Listen,
Taylor.
Last year, when did we, from a football perspective, when did she join the party? Like Thanksgiving, after Thanksgiving, later in the year?
Oh, before that. You were defending her well before that.
No, but I mean, when did she start showing up to games? It was cold out. It was winter. Oh, did she look like a snack last week? Oh, yeah. Like, for sure. I'm a fan. Before I'm established, I'm a fan of hers. And getting to see her in her, I don't know, whatever you call that, her version of a Canadian tuxedo, man. Yeah, supporter.
And I think it turned out to be 470% of your daily sodium intake.
It didn't even seem that much.
Do you not taste salt?
I thought it was it was delicious. I enjoyed it. And the fact that here I am enjoying a simple hearty soup on TV.
Well, there was nothing. Hold on. There was nothing.
Jeff was so
there was nothing.
about it.
I was shocked.
There was nothing hearty about the soup whatsoever.
It was literally named hearty tortilla soup. It's in the name. Nothing hearty about it, except in the title. I guess that's nothing, is it?
So this is the same as your Diet Coke is healthy because it has diet in it.
No, but it's healthier than regular Coke because it has diet in it. And like Jeff over here just saying that, I'm history's greatest monster for enjoying an MRE soup, which is quite delicious. Like, I don't understand the criticism.
It's like self-heating food that you put in water. That's a powder that's literally created by like the Department of Defense for combat use.
And
no
so
one,
what?
It is the fact that you are like enjoying it and looking forward to it when it's not.
I'm genuinely looking forward to Sunday night. One of the things I actually am upset about us missing Sunday night in 2 weeks is that I'm not going to have a night of trying this MRE food.
That's you're messed. You're messed. You're deranged.
I like it.
Deranged.
Jeff, how many cups of coffee do you drink a day?
0. I don't like coffee.
You know that drinking 3 cups of coffee per day lowers your risk of developing diabetes, heart disease, or stroke by up to 48%.
I'm going to live to be 117 then.
I should try.
Yeah, Jay, Webb, Tim, you and I do not drink 3 cups of coffee a day is the problem.
Oh, we do, but then we just continue past.
Yeah,
that.
I think
3 cups.
Yeah, like although moderate intake was associated with lower risk, even higher intakes of caffeine and caffeine were proactive. Oh, there we go.
I am preserved.
And you're eating all that MRE food too, and maybe your insides will get preserved.
I'm honestly, never mind.
I want one of those. I want one of those solids.
Jared,
I don't know which week it's going to be, but I want one of those solids.
Dude,
I bet you it will be good.
He could put fucking cat food and say it's the beef, and you wouldn't know the goddamn difference when it's put in front of you.
Tim's the guy out there secretly eating cats and dogs. It was his fault all along. They told him it was an MRE, and he just dug in.
He is such a loser.
Who?
They kicked out the other guy because he couldn't litigate the case. They should kick this guy out because he can't litigate a fucking layup.
Okay.
Sorry.
Super locks for the week.
But we should go this year and cover Giants Panthers. That would be a good use of everybody's time.
Well, you just said you didn't want to go.
No, I don't. I can be the at-home correspondent. I'm just not made for these sorts of things. Like Thursday, I'm going to wake up. I don't know what time I'll wake up.
You claim that you could survive in the wilderness. You can't be away from your nightlight for 3 days.
Well, but like it's you laugh, but like I like it bright in my room when I sleep. I like
No,
lights on.
I don't think that was the
lights on
point
in
he
the
was trying to
bedroom.
make.
I like lights on in the bathroom. I like lights on when I sleep. And now I'm going to have to sleep, and I like noise going on when I sleep with lights on. Now you're telling me I'm going to have to sleep in the dark, in quiet, in a place I don't know, in a bed I don't know. Like a lot of that is anxiety inducing. And then like I'll wake up in the morning and like, well, I know how to work the coffee machine. 50% yes, 50% no. And if I don't know how am I going to get coffee? What am I going to do? There's a Starbucks nearby?
There's a Starbucks less than 20 seconds from the front door.
That is not my name.
But you'll be there live in person.
That's right.
I mean, we're supposed to sell that the content is going to be fun, not like super depressing like your voice sounds.
You asked me a question and I answered it.
oh my God, he's worse than last week.
Oh, the only question you asked me was, "Am I going to be there?" And yes, I'm going to be there.
You're like, yeah, I'm going to be there, I guess.
Yeah. Well, I answered the question, didn't I?
Listen, I would like to be able to sell this. Like, it's going to be fun. Tune into this content. You're like, Dad, don't tune in. I might kill myself on air.
People are going to tune in. People are going to tune in.
All right.
They want the content.
What game were we on?
I haven't checked a bag on an airline, Tim, in over 15 years.
I believe it.
Okay, that's crazy because you go on some beautiful but extended trips that my shoes are clod hoppers.
What?
Like size 11 and a half shoe. They're freaking huge.
Yeah, I do not have that size of feet. My girth was distributed elsewhere.
I'm a big guy, like one hoodie. Like I can't. You go away for so long, you can get that much in there. Good for you.
I have a little valise that'll carry my clothes for the week.
I believe there's the washer and dryer where we're at as well.
A what, Tim?
Like a little carry-on valise, you know.
I've never heard that word before.
Oh, like a small little suitcase.
You mean like a carry-on suitcase?
Well, I suppose if you want to be vulgar about it.
Maybe we'll get stuck on a tarmac again, like we did when we came home from Bonnaroo for 5 hours. And
That doesn't actually bother me as much.
Oh my God, you're worried about where you're gonna see. That's like I would have almost didn't take the train, which I love to do because I've just seen so many delays. Like being stuck is what worries me, not where am I getting Diet Coke.
I mean, that's one of 1,000 concerns, but anyway.
I mean, like
Quickly.
I could see how it can get wasteful if you're just like buying like a loaf of bread for one person.
Put it in the freezer.
Yeah, put it
in the freezer and then toast it. And then toast your bread.
You do it with cakes that no one wants. Why would you do it with bread that someone would want?
My freezer space is very full.
You got the cake in there.
Exactly. And other things.
You have sheet cake in there from 6 months ago.
And Deep and I have multiple cakes in my freezer right now. I have that, and I have Deep and Delicious in my freezer right now. I don't have space for all this stuff, okay?
Yeah. Doesn't sound like surgery is going to be needed. Just like Pittsburgh, they just beat the fuck. It was like losing a battle and a war. Slater strained a pec, didn't tear a pec. He will not play in the game. Justin Herbert will not play.
Like, really? I think he is going to play.
Will not play.
I think he's playing, man. I think he's going to be like, hey, coach, I'm fine. Like, he tried to get back in the game, and I saw afterwards, he's like, oh, I just couldn't plant off the foot. If he is 30%, he is going to angle to be in the game, and Jim Harbaugh is going to be like, I like that moxie, kid. You get in there. Give him hell.
He will not play. He will not play. Like, let my people go. He will not play. He is not playing without Slater, and all it sucks. Jared could put cat food on your plate, and you wouldn't know where that it didn't come from that fucking plastic pallet.
I don't understand your constant angry antipathy towards these MREs. They're delicious.
No, they're disgusting, and they're only meant to be eaten if there's a zombie outside your door.
Are you saying I'm like opening an umbrella indoors? I'm tempting fate by
No.
eating these things?
I'm saying they're only designed to be eaten in like the worst. You have too many good things going for you in life to be eating them, is what I'm saying. Like, you live in a lovely city, you're free to do whatever you want, and you like, and then to enjoy them. Like, I get, like, okay, I'm doing this, it's for the content, but you enjoy them. But I don't want to distract. He shouldn't play. It would show me, despite like a vision that I am excited about, it would show me we've truly got no grown-ups and the Chargers are fucked. You want to know what was good about Sunday? There's one little thing. The Tom Telesco team lost to the Panthers, and Brandon Staley is under attack. He is under attack. You know? Ah, jeez. Maybe
Oh,
Christ,
Jeffrey.
Jeff.
Oh, Jeffrey.
some of these coaches could use it. Oh, okay. Can you guys get me out of here?
What?
Just like what we've been waiting for.
What have you been waiting for?
You
This.
you like this bravado that you like tried to you had last off season. You
Well,
just
what bravado do I need to show when my team is the best at everything and the Bills are they have no defense?
They should have lost to the Titans, the worst team in football, and then beat
But
the
they didn't.
Patriots, maybe the second worst team in football.
Yeah, well, we have the Bills in a couple of weeks on a Monday night.
I'm
Maybe
sorry,
we
you got to
basically punch our division ticket there.
you got to get through Denver first this week.
Just given the way that the Dolphins and Patriots are checked out of the year, and the Bills are not as good as I think they are. Like,
How are they not? How are they not?
looking right around?
Hold on. How are they not as good as you think they are?
Well, I'm presuming that they struggle this evening against Jacksonville and just barely pull off a win.
And according
they're
to
only
that statement, you
2-1.
think they're actually worse than that?
So they're 2-1 going into this Ravens game where they're going to get beaten. They play the Jets in a couple of weeks where they're going to get beaten. I'm telling you that right around Thanksgiving, we could actually have things locked up in the AFC East.
There it is.
Things are breaking the way I want them to break. The dominoes are beginning to fall in the way that I want them to.
And I think that this Atlanta team that they're going to be playing this week is superior to the Philadelphia team that we saw them run out in week 4. So it's going to be close. I'll take Tampa, and I'm the only one taking Tampa now because the coin is siding with you guys in Atlanta. Thanks for the contributions.
So I'm sure like when people saw me alone, it was like opening a pack of cards and getting like the shitty card. But when you saw like if you opened your pack of cards and you saw like Tim wandering, you might have been like very happy. Nonetheless, everyone we met was great. Tim was happy. He just had a lovely interaction. Why don't you tell people about your interaction, Tim?
Just that this person came up to me and said that they were happy to meet me and shook him warmly by the hand and asked where he was from and they mentioned what he did for work and wished him the best of luck and said thank you for being a fan and then moved on my way. It was a very lovely interaction.
What did he tell you about the length of shows?
He said that he loves them as long as possible due to the nature of his work, which is someone who does courier work, that the long shows are phenomenal for his work. And I said, and here I am trying to shorten shows actively every single week.
Then Jeff.
So Sunday morning, wake up, a little bit of a later morning, another fun Saturday in Montreal. And I get a DM and I am like truly rattled. Like this DM shook me. It shook me. From the person that Tim met. I should have made a better effort to meet up with you guys at the course yesterday, but I was with my dad and didn't want to get separated from family. Ran into Tim and shook his hand, though which was the highlight of my day. He's such an awesome and genuine guy. After the last putt, we waited 3 hours to shuttle back to the parking lot I parked at and found my car was missing and stolen. So I'm on my way to the police station now. This is the worst case scenario for me, as I'm a courier who relies on my vehicle to make money. Always believed in the curse and I'm a firm believer in Tim's powers. Feel free to use this as ammo or content for the great show. Love all you guys and hope the show show's around for a very long time. Enjoy your day at the course. Hope the Ints pull it off. So yeah, that really rattled me. I wished him all the best. Today I tried to follow up with Stefan.
Yeah, and what we're gonna do, like, Steph, give Geoff an update and let him know what's going on with it. Because if not, we have a big community here at the Pat Mayo Experience and Mayo Media Network, and if your life has been affected by the Andercust, there's a class action lawsuit that you can probably call and get like Pressler Law or Jim the Hammer Shapiro on your side, or we can like help you out on this one because we don't want any viewers of the show struggling because of the Andercust.
There's a lot of ways I think Tim can fundraise, because. Like, it really seems like you got this guy good. Could you imagine?
No. I didn't. All I did was shake somebody's hand. Don't blame me for the
being
horrible
from
outcome. Don't blame me for this.
Tim,
I didn't do
he had
anything.
his car stolen out of town. It's one thing if your car's stolen, like where you're from, and
I'm
like a
deeply
friend
sympathetic. I feel terrible
or a
that that
family
happened to
member can
have.
come get you. What the Montreal police probably looked at him like, sorry, man, there ain't shit we can do. You're on your own. He's not even in the town he's from.
Why are you yelling at me? I understand how awful this is. I feel terrible for him, but it's not my fault.
No, it's genuinely worst case scenario, and it might have been a part your fault.
No, it's not. It's 0% my fault. 0%. All I did was shake somebody's hand and wish them the best and have a very friendly, kind interaction with a fan, which, as he mentions in your DM, was a very lovely interaction.
Until...
Did you know that Geoff said he had an easier time going to sleep because he had bunk bed experience from camp when he was younger?
He did say that his bunk bed
no,
experience
that's not. That's
led him to be a very effective
That's
bunk
not
bed
what
sleeper.
I said.
I
That's not what I said.
I thought that is what you said.
And
I said
as someone who was
I
petrified of
have
bunk
bunk.
beds, couldn't do that.
Nothing about going to sleep. I just said I had bunk bed experience, but I don't even want to. I mean, never mind.
There was one point we were standing at the top of the grandstands, and Tim told Butts and I that he could survive the fall from the top of the grandstands to the bottom, yet he was afraid of going on the top bunk.
Terrified.
How does that make any sense?
I would roll off the top bunk onto the floor. I know I would.
That would be 6 feet, not 40 feet on the other drop.
Yeah, but like I wouldn't be ready.
The other thing, though, Geoff, you had already left because you packed up and got out at, 3 a.m. on Monday morning?
Oh, we're not going to litigate this, are we?
5 a.m. What happened?
Oh, God. Okay, let's litigate it then.
So
Fine.
I'll throw out the scenario to Geoff. And Geoff, so Tim was in a room with 2 other people. You remember that?
And one of them is my personal fact checker. It should be mentioned.
And the other one is like the world's nicest guy, Mike. Shout out Mike, who brought all the equipment up, set it all up, and got some amazing shots at the course. We'll be releasing those very, very soon. So Tim's in a room with these guys. So Tim sets his alarm for 7:20, and everyone's asleep. And then the alarm goes off in the room. And what does Tim do? He decides to get up and just turn off the alarm and go back to sleep. But do you know what happened during the course of that alarm, Geoff?
You woke up other people?
Yeah, he woke up Butts, who was trying to sleep. And Tim just went back to bed like nothing happened. And Butts was pissed.
Oh, yeah. When I woke up, he came right aboard me. And I was like, look, I set the alarm because I was planning to maybe get up at 7:20. I thought I might go for a walk. I might do my packing. I might clean, get a shower, stuff like that. I was thinking, I might be optimistic enough that I might want to be productive. But when that alarm went off, I was like, no, I have the energy for nothing, and I turned it off.
That's a pretty selfish thing to do, like, considering it wasn't even for catching a flight.
Yeah. That
other
was,
people
that
in your
was the
room.
Consensus, but Tim refused to apologize.
I did apologize. I apologized that I didn't get up when the alarm went off. I apologized. I should have got up and because if I had gotten up and gone about my day the way I described, there would have been no criticism.
Outdoor golf season is almost here, but Is your swing ready? With 126 X Golf locations across 38 states, it's never been easier to dial in your swing year-round. I can speak to this. Go into the simulators all winter long, especially the good ones. You can go to crappy simulators. You don't want to go there. You want to go to X Golf and really prep your game and hit the season firing. X Golf's state-of-the-art simulators let you play full rounds, tee to green with unmatched short game realism. X Golf's auto tee system ensures you're always ready to bomb a drive. No delays or automatic two-putts, just real, competitive golf in a lively sports bar environment. Love a little competition? X Golf's handicap leagues and tournaments give every golfer a shot at winning incredible prizes. Upcoming spring tournaments include the Majors, where you could win a beach or mountain vacation, or the Cinco de Mayo Scramble, win a trip to New Belgium Brewery in Asheville, and that is just the start. So visit playxgolf.com to find your nearest X Golf and book your tee time today. Again, trust me on this, you're going to want to go to X Golf, so visit playxgolf.com. Fellas, your wife is already probably pretty familiar with Skims. I know my wife was when I got my Skims in the mail. They're like, "What, did you get me something from Skims?" I'm like, "No, got it for myself," because they're big into men's underwear right now. I've already mentioned that I used to wear boxer shorts, like the bunchy ones, make you look like you have like fupas on the go at all time. You don't want those. We're in 2025. You want some nice stretchy shorts because you're probably an active guy, and even if you aren't, you just want the most comfortable version of underwear that you want, and that is why you need to go to Skims and get their underwear right now. It is the most comfortable pair of underwear I've ever worn. As I mentioned before, like I said, it's like you're wearing nothing at all. Nothing at all. Even though I wear underwear every day, I had not switched to the underwear that was right for me. And now I can wear them to bed, I can wear them working out, I can wear them playing golf, and I can wear them while I'm doing this show and reading this ad to you. That's why I love the stretch briefs. Those are the ones that I like the best. Now, you can get the 3-inch boxer brief if you're a traveler and you go around. Like, those are really good too, but I love the stretch briefs. Those are the ones that I'm wearing 24/7 these days. Not the same pair, mind you. I do wash them, but I bought so many that I just have it in my entire wardrobe right now. Shop Skims Men's at skims.com and any Skims store. Let them know that I sent you as well. After you place your order, select podcast in the survey and select my show in the drop-down menu that follows, Pat Mayo Experience, in case you don't know what you're listening to. Skims is the official underwear partner of the NBA, WNBA, and USA Basketball. Skims.com. Is your hair thinning? You might want to do something about that. That's why I recommend Nutrafol. Let Nutrafol target the key root causes of your thinning hair and help you grow stronger, healthier strands from within. Nutrafol is the #1 dermatologist recommended hair growth supplement brand trusted by over 1.5 million people. See thicker, stronger, faster growing hair with less shedding in just 3 to 6 months with Nutrafol. Thinning hair is different for men and women, so a one-size-fits-all approach to hair growth doesn't cut it. Nutrafol has multiple formulas for men that are tailored to different life stages, such as a plant-based lifestyle, so you can get exactly what you need and customize it to yourself. Building a hair growth routine is simple. Purchase online, no prescription required, automated deliveries, and free shipping keep you on track. Start your hair growth journey with Nutrafol. For a limited time, Nutrafol is offering my listeners $10 off your first month subscription and free shipping when you go to Nutrafol.com and enter the promo code PATMAYO. Find out why over 4,500 healthcare professionals and stylists recommend Nutrafol for healthier hair. Nutrafol.com, spelled Nutrafol.com, promo code PATMAYO. That's Nutrafol.com, promo code PATMAYO. Jeff, did you empathize with Robert Saleh when security had to escort him out of the building?
I've never been escorted out of any building.
Just out of a Harvey's.
Nope, not really. I was at the door anyway. Had the respect. I'm not going in there to begin with.
When you said you had the respect not to go in there to begin with, when they said, "Sir, you can't come in here," that was your cue not to go in?
Listen, it was like the first day of masks.
And Jeff wouldn't wear one.
No, I didn't have one. They didn't have them yet. They were having a promotion on burgers, and I knew exactly what it cost because, I frequent the place, and I was given more. I just said, "Here, take my money and just bring it to me outside." I like it plain. Like, Oh, whatever. Why are we doing this?
You're not going to get any winning bets here, that's for sure.
How
You heard our records, the ones that Geoff couldn't even be bothered to calculate. We're not doing well.
Well, someone tweeted at me just like about the Best Bet show. It's like, I can't believe that I follow the picks on the show. I think we were 7-2 on the Best Bet show this week. I don't know what the fuck this guy's talking about.
Yeah, I mean, look, where else are you going to find hard-hitting analysis? Like, give me cats.
Yeah, betting cats, your dick getting harder with the water up north. It's all there for you on the Best Bet show. Life advice comes along with the winning bets, at least for 1 week. Let's go to Monday night.
Sorry, very inside baseball. How far does Meany live from you guys?
Like an hour and a half.
All right. Same.
Monday Night
I like
Football.
it.
Jesus fucking Christ, Geoff.
It's a great show with Chris right there. It's a good show.
Monday Night Football. Jets are 2.5-point dogs. You see Aaron Rodgers sitting sideways on that graphic. Tim, I assume you're betting on the Jets.
Yeah, I don't. Why are we doing this game second?
Who knows?
Okay. I mean, yeah, and the spread is even shorter now with the news. I mean, I like the Jets here. It's sort of an all hands on deck sort of game in New York. Sort of everything on the line. You know, the Jets can run. The Jets are better, have a better offense, and I think a better defense. Even though they have better offensive pieces and they have better defensive pieces. Let me put it that way. Now that Salah's gone,
I don't think that anyone's arguing
Ulbricht's already
that they have better defensive pieces. But to say the fact that they have a better offense, like there's one guy on the Bills who's way better than anyone on the Jets.
Well, I don't think that he's way better. I think, obviously Allen's the best player of the group, but like then the Jets have like the second, third, fourth, and probably fifth best players. Well, Cook's in there too. Anyway, the Jets do have better offensive pieces taken as a whole than the Bills do. I mean, the Bills' offense consists of basically 1 to 2 guys. We'll see. I mean, we have the better coach now. I can say that too pretty confidently. He hasn't blown a whistle once. He's already better than McDermott. So
you do it on that London game. Don't like surprise people like Thanksgiving Eve or something. Not that we have a different Thanksgiving, but
yeah,
this week.
Thanksgiving's this week.
It is.
There we are, and we're still. I believe we're still doing Sunday Night Live, to be determined, depending on what my wife tells me here in the next 2 days, whether or not we win a turkey at bingo.
Under the I-72. I-72.
They only let the kids do it at this bingo.
I know, but like I know we talked about this before. We'll let it go. But like the thing is, I think that there's a real glamour to being the fellow who like calls the bingo numbers, who runs the place. Like that seems like a fun job. Like I know Geoff said once that like the person who runs the snack bar or drives the van calls the numbers, but like that seems like a lot of fun. At least once or twice a week, that would be fun.
If there's one thing that we've learned about anything, Geoff, is that being in charge is really fun, especially at very low stakes sorts of things where you do nothing but deal with old people who complain all the time. Sounds like a great time.
I'll tell you, you come through small town Ontario and stop at the bingo hall. You'd be scared straight to probably look at the dudes who run the joints. That being said, Tim, that call was smooth. That call was clean. That call deserves to be calling a match.
What is the point of not playing Monopoly if you're just going to fast food anyway? Just a different restaurant.
Okay, but see, I think the trip to Montreal really fucked up his equilibrium, because what Tim would have done the week before Monopoly, as he says often, Pat, is he goes on.
I couldn't do my farewell tour.
On a farewell tour of all the fast places that he won't be going to, and he lost that opportunity. And like tomorrow, he's probably going to Burger King for Whopper Wednesday.
It's Whopper Wednesday. I wanted one last Whopper Wednesday to say goodbye. I didn't get my Whopper Wednesday. So I don't know what else to say.
So when are you going to go?
Look, I'm not going to promise perfection, but I'd really like to try not to go. Like it. The thing is, I miss it. I will say that. I will say I really miss it. Like some people say, oh, I don't do something, and I don't even notice. I don't even miss doing that. I really miss it. I think about it all the time. I really do. I don't know how long it's gonna last. I really miss it.
Jared was
McDonald's is in your face a lot. They have a hard advertising campaign.
They're on all the billboards as I drive around. Like
baseball
they're on,
playoffs, football
This is it,
games,
right?
heavy
Like-
McDonald's commercial inventory. So it's hard to avoid, Tim. It's hard.
You can't avoid it, and like I just miss it.
Why are you depraving?
Yeah,
Like, how does
I'm
it-
trying to be healthy here.
But you're going to fucking eat fast food every day somewhere else.
No,
What the
but
fuck
I'm
is the
not going for
difference?
instead of going for like heavy fried beef, I'm going for like pure white meat stuff.
No,
You're
going to
eating
Whopper
deep
Wednesday
fried
tomorrow.
fucking chicken fingers. What's wrong with you? What are assisted pull-ups doing for you anyway?
They work all kinds of the muscles that pull-ups do.
I get
they
that.
allow you to do it.
Listen, you're not becoming a sculpted bodybuilder here like overnight. Like just moving.
I agree.
Go into these beginner classes at the gym doing some Zumba or something is probably the move.
I go to these beginner classes, and I'm a laughing stock.
You go to old people
because
classes.
Myrtle and I are in the same class. That's how it invalidates my experience.
Who is the second youngest person in these classes that you go to?
There are younger people in there too, like people in their 60s who are not like technical seniors.
You're in your 30s. There's a 3-decade gap between you and the next youngest person.
And
I'm saying that there are things more catered to what you need at the gym already of people at an equal starting level of you, and they have classes for that. You just want to go work out with old people. Like, what, dummy them and doing the exercises? Because they're going to have, like,
No.
be dead soon?
no,
Oh, all right. Gyms have exactly what you're talking about. They have intro to exercise classes at each of the gyms. Like if you went to the Good Life by your house, you could find a sheet of all of the classes that they offer. There's beginner, intermediate, and advanced. And
I've taken some of these aqua classes, and I get mocked for it.
you take it with 80-year-olds.
Who cares? It's all about skill level.
I feel like there's a difference.
See, this is the reaction I get.
Yeah,
See, look. So it's just mockery. So this is again. I wouldn't get mocked. I
Dental.
wouldn't get mocked at the hour where everyone was at the same skill level. I didn't have people in there making fun. Thank you for helping prove my point to both of you.
Why is a young man in like the prime age of his life at the same skill level as 8-year-old women in gentle aquafits?
Who's working the door at this gym and be like, sorry, pal. Like,
Too skinny. You beat it.
You only have a love handle, not love handles.
No,
Beat
nobody.
it, pal.
But it's obviously done on the honor system.
Like you're out until what?
I'm out until I suppose they've earned back my time. My time is an extremely valuable commodity.
Oh, fuck off.
I'm dead serious about this. My time's a valuable commodity, and I'm tired of it being wasted unnecessarily. So until they make it up to me by showing themselves to be, somewhat respectable, I'm not watching a second of Sunday night. I'm telling you that right now. I will not watch one moment of it.
Tim.
We will we'll record the Sunday show, and I'll drive home, so I'll miss a good portion of the first quarter, and then I will just go to bed or watch baseball. And I don't care. Good, if they win, what do I care? I guess the Steelers don't want to win either because they're going to start Russell Wilson. I don't care if they win. So what if they win? What does that mean? How has it changed anything? This year was only supposed to be about the Super Bowl. That can't happen now. So great, play well, be productive. But I'm hurt. I'm very disappointed in it. I'm not sad. I'm not angry. I'm not upset. I'm just disappointed. And I'm disappointed. I love this team, but I do not like this team right now at all. And so I'm not going to waste my time on them right now.
I'm enjoying the Kansas City Chiefs fans. They've only won all their Super Bowls. They are gloating, friends, in what they did here. Now, don't get me wrong. The Chargers turned the oven on. They made the world think, oh, maybe we should bake a pie. The Chiefs had the Raiders put it all together and pop it in the oven. Like
What?
Pierce
I don't
beating the
understand
shit.
what you're talking.
Pierce
Kenny and Byron did a recap of what they like we did our recap of Montreal and spending the time there. They did one on their show on Fantasy Golf Degenerates, and it's basically just a story, Jeff, about how Kenny got hookers. Like just flat out, here's how I did it, and here's what you need to do too if you want to get some hookers. It's amazing.
and Kenny, I mean, I should watch that. But Kenny also takes pride in like he does not want the prettiest girl in the establishment either. Like he wants the level of girl that's going to like not just think, oh, you're paying me to like be here because I'm so hot. He wants a level of girl that like still feels she's got to work for that money.
Oh, this is covered. It's on the Sanderson Farms Championship first hour of Kenny just doing a recap of all of this. And names were dropped.
That's fine. I don't care. I'm not afraid to tell my wife I go to a strip club, but I could tell you the morning after I'm standing by like the 14th hole with Tim, and I see a tweet from Kenny that says like,
Yes,
Jeff,
I forgot about this moment.
says like Jeff kept up with me last night. And like, I'm like, what the fuck?
That's like someone could see this. My wife could see
What
this.
does
tweet.
that
It's
mean?
gotta be taken
like,
down.
I don't like strip club. Like I went to the strip club with Kenny, but like when you see the implication, Jeff kept up with me last night. Like that is so fucking vague. When I went home with the boys, like I went home with the boys. I don't play on that team. I like got drunk. I had fun. I went to space. I did the strip club. I had a great night. Like in that sense, I kept up, but I did not keep up. So Tim saw me like panicking.
Oh, it was a complete. But we had a whole conversation about it while you were texting Kenny about it.
It's like Kenny, you gotta.
I forgot all about this. Yeah, Jeff was frantic at that moment.
Well, that's an implication. Like
I
Kenny
know, I
has
get
a
it.
reputation, and my
Like, I
wife's
agree
a
with
fan
you.
of Kenny's.
I agree with you. No, I understand now. Look, you could have just stayed back with me and had tea and watched reruns of the Golden Girls.
I could have stayed back with you and gone to bed. So, but then what happened in the last week? We were like, oh my God.
I've seen
these
advertisements
Smashburgers are
and like
everywhere.
I watch cooking shows and I see advertisements on TV and stuff. And it's just like, it's one of these things that I had in my phone for a while to talk about on the show. And for whatever reason,
Pat,
it just occurred to me today we had to talk about it.
I'm rapping. This is probably from YouTube shorts, videos. And he watched a couple, and now his algo is sending him smash
Definitely
burgers.
TikTok.
Yeah.
And that's all this is. That's all this is.
Tim, you really are like a Gen Z person. Just your entire take on the world is filtered through your TikTok algorithm.
Well, I mean, those algorithms are really accurate is the thing. Like it knows what
you want to rage about.
There's something I wanted to watch on YouTube. I wanted to find it, but I didn't want to even search for it. And I'd rather not watch it than search for it, because then I worried that shit would just stay in my algo. So I'm just like, you know what? I'll take the loss.
Yeah,
not letting the algo get me.
It's like my friend who sends all of us these reels on Instagram that we know we can't click on, because the moment we click on it, we're going to see a whole bunch just like it, and you don't want that in your algorithm. You just don't.
You don't. You really don't.
You really don't want that stuff. And then you can't get away from it.
Yeah, and then it ends up in the For You section, which is just like, there is not a more there's not a worse place on earth.
Oh, it's I'm really curious of who the you is in that situation in the For You tab, because none of it's ever for me. I can tell the moment I read one of the things, like, who the fuck am I following here? Like, oh yeah, of course I'm in the For You tab somehow. You got to swipe off of that one.
Yeah. Oh yeah. When I get in there, you realize it's an accident, and you just hope you realize quickly.
Oh my goodness. This is unbelievable. So BBC News just reported that McDonald's hamburgers linked to E. coli outbreak in the United States. I'm just seeing this now from the BBC. It says, and it was the quarter pounder sandwiches that were making people sick. Oh my goodness! Now, obviously, these all things happened in the past. Of course, it didn't take long for Kenny Kim to also notice that this is happening. I mean, that's okay. But look, this already happened, so whatever. But that's unbelievable that would happen. It's unbelievable.
It's okay. People will blame Trump, not you.
Oh, I'm sure that they will.
What do you think is better? Do you think it's a smash burger or an E. coli burger?
Well, I guess the smash burgers would be so thoroughly cooked through and crispy that there'd be no risk of.
What
I
if this
actually don't know how E.
changes?
coli works.
What if this changes McDonald's practices to cooking their burgers more to smash them up? Because they don't want to have E. coli. Tim, pro E. coli is what I've heard.
No,
That's what I've taken away from this entire conversation.
This is wild. This is wild.
Weird, wild stuff.
I'm sorry. This is my fault. I don't know why I took us down this cul-de-sac. I apologize.
Well, according to my show notes here, we've been talking about this for almost 30 minutes.
That's that complete. I take some responsibility for that.
Some?
Yeah, I do take some.
You've
You've
taken poor time away from Baltimore and Cleveland, which I've tried to move on to 4 times.
Well, look,
this is probably a better topic. And then you gave everyone E. coli.
No, I didn't.
You did.
But I didn't
Your
expect
fault.
Geoff to be the champion of smash burgers.
The white knight,
Delicious.
the white knight of smash burgers.
Yeah,
Listen, I'll be honest.
There,
There is like a hamburger war that has taken place in Toronto over the last few years, and I love it. Like, I mean, these hamburger shops open, these people make great hamburgers, and then these other hamburger spots open, and like, well, that's better than the last one. So, and smash burgers, delicious. Not good. Apparently, Deontay hadn't been a very good boy, and some word got out about it.
Oh, really?
So,
What are you hearing? What
but
are Jeff's
there were some
sources?
better offers on the table a week ago. But apparently the guy doesn't like showing up on time to anything, and some people found out. And maybe there was one brother who made an offer a week ago, spoke about it in his family chat, and then also got shared the fact that he's finding out he's been a bit of a problem in some regards this year. And the other brother, the brother put him back on the shelf, and the other brother came in and bought him at a discount. So good for them. Good for the Ravens. I think it's a great move. I like Deontay Johnson. I really wish he was the Charger.
I don't know why you needed to play this cryptic thing where you're clearly talking about the Chargers.
Yeah, the brothers. There's coaches who are brothers.
Yeah, I got it. I was able to decrypt your very well crafted sentence.
We could just start calling Jeff the Cipher.
Yeah, exactly. I'm at the store, like if I want to know whether the nectarines are good and in season or the plums are good and in season, like I want to be able to try a little piece before I spend my money. And
You are so annoying.
You go ahead. Continue to attack me. Continue to attack me, Jeff. It's your favoriteest thing to do today. So go right ahead. Keep doing it.
When you have an issue with you strike me like you would complain to the chef at McDonald's.
No, but that's actually not true, because whatever Tim eats, he likes. We have determined that. He has given 0 negative reviews to any food ever.
Like, it's not up to the grocery store to cut up slices of apples for you.
Well, it would be nice if they did. Then
You
I know
can
what
buy
to purchase.
them.
Then I know what to purchase, or like
Buy it, try it, and if you
you-
like it, you buy more.
No, but like I don't want to buy a bunch of. I really like plums, so I buy a bunch of.
How
plums.
often do you go to the grocery store, though?
How often do you buy plum? When was the last time you had a plum?
Not often enough. I really like them.
Then maybe go buy one and then bring that home.
Well, I don't want
see
to
if
buy
it's-
one because then I'll be really frustrated if I buy it. It's delicious, and I might want to eat 3 more plums.
Then buy
But they
3
aren't
plums.
there for me.
How much could a plum cost? $20?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. You don't know you don't know your stone fruit pricing very well, clearly.
What I find
would
fascinating is that Tim wants all these free samples, doesn't know that he wants to buy things, but then every season buys a cake to just put in his
He
freezer.
bought one today. He fucking texted us the picture of it that looked bigger than his fucking fridge.
Yes, the problem is it's a very big cake, but it was on half price.
The problem is the cake's too big and there's not enough company.
Yeah.
Well, I brought it to the house. I brought it to the studio house for a live.
Yeah, that
show.
was the first time that anyone ever had a bite of any of your freezer cakes.
other than me.
Oh, so you're eating the freezer cakes then?
I'll have a taste here or there before it goes in the freezer, just to get just to make sure it's good.
Let's move to the late set of games, please. Can we do that? I mean, you're the one who complains about the shows going too long,
I know,
and here
I
you
know.
are going back and forth. Oh, I can't. I have to buy
What
that.
about 50-50 tickets or like charity or when people, you're lucky you don't live in a house. People knock on the door for like, no, it's a lovely thing, but in, Toronto, like they're always knocking for sick kids or something.
No,
Like,
what you need is to get one of those Ring doorbells so you can just open your phone and tell people to fucking beat it, and they take.
Why
it
don't you
off.
just put a sign on the door that says no solicitation?
Yeah, it doesn't
No,
really
but I'm
work.
s-
That's not legally binding.
Well, no, but it discourages somebody from who comes to the door from knocking on the door.
No, it doesn't.
Like
I would, if I
you
was
can't-
selling stuff door to door and I came to your
You
door,
think
and
you
it
think
said
that
no
you would?
soliciting,
How good of a door-to-door salesman do you think you would be?
I would be awful, just awful.
Well, you'd be
I
afraid
would
to.
feel.
You'd be afraid to knock on the people's doors.
Well, this is it. That's what I mean. I would have to spend 10 minutes in my car before each door knock, psyching myself up to go over there and knock on the door, and then hope that no one was home, so that I wouldn't have to talk to them, which is bad for me because I need them to be home to make the sales. So you can see the bind I would be in.
The Eagles are favored by 7.5 against the Jags.
picturing Tim in the car, like psyching himself up
You can do this. You can do this. It's okay. Just
to
get
talk
over
to-
there.
to talk to some like 65-year-old lady about like a new bath fitter tub. Like,
Can I see your tub? No. Okay, sorry to bother you.
sorry.
You guys punch. Congratulations to the winners, which I have to go back and look up who they were, and I will send you money. Thank you for watching, rating, and reviewing.
Remember? One. You asked, how would you pronounce that name with all the Z's in a row? I said, Zzz. This is good material, folks. We are like 2 hours and 20 minutes into this show. This is good material.
We are 2 hours and 51 minutes into this, Tim.
Oh, God. That's so self-indulgent.
You literally
We do
cut him
not
off from
need-
ending the show.
I
We
tried,
do not
I
need
tried
to-
to end the show.
We do not need to be going on at 2 hours and 50 minutes per show.
I'm sorry. I'm not the one who was fighting about food sample curtains.
Well, just it makes me anxious. Yeah.
When you were holding the flashlight, did they ever get you to hold a drill at the same time?
I've held drills before, but not when usually flashlights and drills don't often go together. Usually it's, your car's being worked on or something like that.
Many have complained about their jobs being replaced by machines, but are you the originator of all of this, that your job as professional flashlight holder was taken by flashlight on a helmet?
Well, I'm not a professional. Just saying that I'm excellent at holding a flashlight. I can just anticipate where the light needs to go next and like hold it at the right angle. So it's not too bright. It's not too dim.
Avoid
I don't-
shadows.
Yeah, exactly. Avoiding the shadows. I'm actually really good at it.